Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is David Patterson of Protostar. David, thank you so much for joining us today on the program. And this program is basically designed for young people to learn about engineering through building model cars.
Yes.
Tell us about that, please.
Well, this organization takes radio-controlled model cars and have young people assemble them, race them, and maintain them in order to learn the engineering skills that are applied from the model. We do the same thing that they do in a full-size car. We basically assemble a full-size car in miniature form. Same nuts and bolts, same suspension parts, same transmissions, same chassis as a real car. So we have them assemble it, and assembling the model is just like a real car, so they get an instant understanding of mechanics. We point out the difference between the model and the car to connect the dots so that young people can understand that they are actually learning how to become mechanics and engineers just by assembling, racing, and maintaining the models.
This is a very interesting program. Now, how did you become interested in such a program?
Well, I've done computer-aided design for about the last 30 years as a CAD instructor and drafting and design. I've designed several auto parts for the automotive industry, brake lines, the Cadillac evaporator system on the 85 car and the 85 sensor module for the Explorer van for Ford through various agencies that farmed out their design team. But I noticed that when I went out on design, there was no one like me, no African Americans. And so my first thought was, how can I get African Americans interested in engineering? And this was the beginning of Protostar. So Protostar is open to all individuals. Any young person can apply to Protostar. But the beginnings became through just my going out and doing jobs and working out doing the drafting and design industry.
Yes. Now, it would be helpful for our audience to know a little bit about you, that you are visually impaired.
Yes.
And how has that, or how does it affect you as you are teaching people to deal with such intricate designs and details?
Well, having done it for over 30 years and putting together over 101 models, I'm very familiar with how the models are, how they go together, and what is necessary for kit building. I've also raced and built boats in the IMPBA and the NAMBA organizations, and I've also flown airplanes in the AMA, and I've built several airplanes. So I'm very well familiar with models, aeronautics, marine mechanics, and automobile. The most important thing is that we this year will be hiring, looking for volunteers, and to bring on board some contract engineers to help do the teaching, because I am not in the same health that I was in, but I am in the same mental state, and I can use my mind.
Yes.
And we can put this program together and work it in such a way that young people can be thoroughly educated. We would like to have about approximately 80 students in our program this year. And we're meeting primarily at the Glendale Library. And so that's where we have our meeting place.
Outstanding. Now, you have your son here with us today, and are you currently in the program?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. And what do you like most about being a part of Protostar?
Actually, the building the cars and the fact that whatever I do to the car, it affects the handling.
Very good.
And
so it's more than just toys. We are talking about some serious engineering and some serious building that applies directly to creation of actual size vehicles, and hopefully these young people will go into the auto industry and engineering overall.
Yes. Our model is we inspire a whole generation of urban youth to engineering technology skills using radio control models.
Outstanding. Now, your background also is that you are a preacher, and
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that background.
Well, I began in the ministry about back in 1974, and licensed, and then at age 18 I went to Grace College and Seminary up in Winona Lake, and that was my connection to Indiana. I was originally from Detroit, Michigan, the hometown of
Motown.
Yes, the Motor City.
Yes.
We made the cars, and So the automotive industry was a natural for me to become attracted in. And of course, throughout the ministry, I have employed my understandings of the scriptures to automotive ideas. Ford is a better idea. God is a better idea.
Outstanding.
God
Now,
is the best idea.
that's outstanding. Now, in our remaining moments, we want to give our viewers some information on how they can contact you. And if you'd like to know more about Protostar, you can go to here at Protostar School of Model Engineering, P.O. Box 18741, Indianapolis, Indiana 46238. And the phone number there is area code 317-608-3295. Or on the web at www.protostarinc.org. And they also have an email address, protostar1@att.net. We're really excited about having you on the program today and looking forward to hearing more and more about what Protostar has to offer our young people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We do appreciate your time. And thank you. Yes, sir. We'll be back with more right after this. Be sure to tune in to Religion in the News in the upcoming weeks as we join the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis in their journey to the 2012 Centennial Celebration. For more information on how you can participate, just visit indyfaith.org. Thanks for joining us today on Religion in the News. You can share your upcoming events on our calendar by sending it to us at least 2 weeks in advance to the Wish TV address on the screen, or email your event and prayer request to us at religion@wish.com. You can also check us out on Facebook under Religion in the News. Check out our guest information and calendar events this week by visiting wishtv.com. Click on Community and then on Religion in the News. Also visit the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis website at indyfaith.org. Here's our calendar. Have a great week.